Hello everybody, welcome back. As Bitcoin is getting absolutely trashed, look at this on a monthly as we've come straight down below this support. Does not give a crap actually, does it, Bitcoin at the moment? The next support that we can see here is around 87, 86, 87. It's a monthly 20 and 21 exponential. Doesn't really normally hold much weight, to be honest with you. You've seen a dead cat bounce on it in the previous bull markets. As the bear market begins, actually, you come down into it. It's not very common, like I say, that you see the 20 moving average be anything for a monthly. I suppose you saw a little bit of something around here, but normally it's just a little one-stop shop before you keep going down. So that's where we're headed, it would appear. Now let's just quickly look at some small-term time frame stuff. It's got some bullish, regular bullish divergence on money flow and RSI. Not really a great deal or anything actually going on this daily, but never mind. It was not our focus in the first place. The focus was this bad boy and a few other altcoins, wasn't it? As we believe, as I still do believe, that the alt season is coming, if that's what you want to call it. I know it's a very triggering word, but that's how I feel. Feel like that alts are going to be the place to be, like more or less immediately. And all I'm doing is trying to get those positions right. Some of them are still in play, some of them not so much in play at all. But yeah, here we are. Bitcoin down brought Litecoin into the box. So we looked at this box on the stream and we've just about front run it at $90 zone. So this is a series of high highs, high lows at the moment. We're looking for a high high. This is a death cross as well, by the way, so don't get too excited immediately. But I like the way that it's retested the box, and I think we're going to start moving back up in a volatile, aggressive way. When we look over at the high-term time frames, you can see that the box has been given to us by the 200 simple and 200 exponential. If you move down to the daily, the box is basically a series of supports here and here. So we've got the bull div and the higher low, and that's what we like. The other one that I really liked, it was having a really good day yesterday. I mean, it's still massively up from the entry point. It's the random XVG USDT. So I've traded this one versus Ethereum, and we'll look at that as well. But this one is a really good chart. Again, I'm not suggesting buy it now. It's a sort of run from the Golden Cross. But yeah, entry points down here for the classic Golden Cross retest, V-shaped recovery, continuation beyond where it came from. So the wick high actually managed to make its way quite close to 1 cent. So, from a move, we were talking almost a 50% pump on that one in just a few days. So there's things going on in this market, and this isn't just a random event. We could look at quite a few altcoins. I mean, we can look at them now. Just look at the percentage differences. We've got close to 3% on Bitcoin. XRP is less than 1%. The reason being, well, it's got a pump signal, hasn't it? It's got a trend signal, the Ichimoku cloud on the Bitcoin pair. We'll look at that again in a minute. More evidence for alt season. But yeah, XVG, like I say, is above all moving averages here on the weekly. Yeah, it's down 7%, but it's just gone up 50. So, fair play. 4 hour looks like it wants to come down. And probably get support roughly around the 0.77%. Anyway, literally, I'm just pointing out the more recent trades of mine. And look, Bitcoin... Sorry, the Ethereum, the XRP to Bitcoin pair, fresh golden cross, retested 1, 2, V-shaped recovery. We've got a trend signal forming on the 4 hourly here as well, so we'll take that. It's up close to 2%. That is outperformance in the form of alt to Bitcoin. This is the big one that we're looking to wait and see if it catches some kind of traction. We've got positive cross above the cloud. We've got price above the cloud. We've got the cheeky span above the price. That is a trend signal by definition. On Bitcoin, on the Ethereum to what's wrong with me? With the XRP to Bitcoin pair, we also have classic golden cross retest on the high term time frames. 1 move, 2 looking for a move. So I know it feels devastating for a lot of altcoins, and for a lot of altcoins it is. But for the select few, that you can pay attention to, it does look good, and I kind of believe what I say. I'm not saying it for a laugh. You know, I do believe it. So looking over here at the dominance chart, we've seen the rejection now take place on the centre of a Bollinger Band. This is kind of what we're expecting. So bang, bang. Got a breakthrough here, here, and here, and then continuation down. Looks like that's what it wants to do. Obviously, this is a bearish chart here on the daily, below all moving averages, breaking down after hitting that box and the death cross. Again, it's just a bearish chart. Over here on the 4 hourlies is also bearish. Got the death cross. We retested it. Now we're melting down. This is all signs of alt season. I know it doesn't feel like an alt season for lots of people because their charts are wrecked. Some of my charts are wrecked. But realistically, this chart, the XRP chart, some of these charts, you know, it's a tradable market. If the market finds its all-time low somewhere around here soon, maybe, then we'll move our way back up. I'm just going to check this one because I've been trying to take positions in this one over the last couple of days. This is one that I found on the stream. Yeah, so this one's still holding up really well, actually. So I would like to get a position on Uni in this box down here around 680 towards 640. Hopefully that gives us the entry point. You hear what I'm saying? I'm saying I'm hoping that we go down lower so I can enter this chart. You want it to go down lower? You talk about an alt season. You should only want it to go up. What are you talking about? Yes, I want it to go down lower as it enters, so it gets into this box so I can buy it. Well, take a futures position on it. I don't want to have to front run it. I'd like to get this box, which means it does have to come down a little bit lower for me to be like, okay, another 5%, another 10%. How can you be bullish, man? Want it to come down 5 or 10%? It's crypto, guys. Crypto's crazy. Doesn't just go up. It must go down before it goes up. Yeah, so anyway, I'm just highlighting this is a scalpy trade if we were to come down into this area. Look, long story short, I know how it feels. You know, it doesn't feel particularly good at the moment, but I am very optimistic about how this is going to play. And again, largely futures entry points for me at this stage, because it's much easier to manage a futures position, but we're approaching this support on the total 2 as well, so I wouldn't get too afraid. I did take obviously some chips off the table when we lost 101k. I had to, but that doesn't mean that those chips aren't going back into the market. They absolutely are. Litecoin and XVG being the ones that I've been highlighting over the last week, and they're the big ones that I've been trying to play. Uni will be the next big one I want to play. XRP looking to play. So I'm adamant that these charts that I'm referring to will have a good response. I'm not guaranteeing it, but this is where my money's going, and you can see on the results that I get, I show on the Telegram that, you know, I put my money where my mouth is. I'm not just going blah, 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 on the internet in the morning. You know, I follow it up. Right, I'll leave it with you there. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Take it easy.